I heard it from a friend. Point gold is the code. Just type point gold into every Imperial terminal and see what happens.
Work. Yeah.
No, it's like a little, Rahal, Varel, rest in peace, little, somebody's going to die.
It's fair. I know. Well, like 50% of me is climbing up here to stop Rahal from dying. The other 50% is me climbing up here to stop Rahal from just executing this guy and choking him out.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna Rahal the shit out of this. I'm gonna swing a deal. I'm gonna try to, anyways. I'll release you. I will not break your neck.
I'm going to come try to soak
Call
some
off your
damage from
droids.
that ship
Give me the
before it
disc.
shoots you.
You go on your merry way. In fact, I'll even give you a couple ne'er-do-wells to take with you, and you can say it was part of my crew.
Okay. Well, we're live and recording, so this is canon now. Shoot off your mouth. Pause that thought. This is what he plans to do. TLXS.
So,
You must protect your masters. Just stay there and do nothing.
I will be at this point adjacent to
unless
move to adjacent to Dr. Leth and put my shield expansion module on him and target enemy crab droids.
On my shoulder.
And I'll draw fire to the ones that are around me so that they shoot at me and not
let my shield generate. Blows you.
Insert boring statement. Not bad. 28. I was pretty.
That's like 10 full seconds of singing at Doug, and he hasn't taken the bait. I'm very impressed with you.
Kinda.
Not force point impressed, but impressed.
All
right, go pick out Kurt. Yeah.
So
It's a serious moment. Leave him alone.
I'm sorry.
What was his name? Brack?
Vril.
Vril.
Raketh.
Vril Vraketh.
Here, I'll put it in the chat here for you.
it has to be alliterative.
Yeah, like Peter Parker and
Sounds like
Var
a real
flew.
tongue twister, you know?
Oh, boo.
But I'm done. That takes care of mine.
Go down that dark path, Padawan. I'll be taking force points away from you. Anyway, you're not old enough for dad jokes. Sorry. They stay in this corner. Anyway, so TLX is going to cover the boss.
Yep.
Yay. Rahal, you were saying.
So I'm going to maintain the force grip
As a standard action?
as a standard action.
Now, if you want to talk me down, that's persuasion. So you want to let him go?
No, I'm not yet. I'm
Okay.
going to position myself between him and the guns of his ship. So like he is the shield against his ship for me. Yep.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'll throw out use the force.
Damn, so close. Anybody that's
And I'll-
played this
I
and knows
can't-
this
can I-
map
Can I
is
juice it? I can juice it.
freaking out right now.
I will juice it with a force point because that wasn't a particularly good roll.
I'm not going to be
God.
able to... Okay, but if you do the damage, then if he dies, I really can't take the deal now, can I?
No,
Okay.
but I don't want him to have a full action. But I think he might have. I didn't surpass his threshold.
So far,
he's down to condition.
he's not acted. He's reacted. Let's have a gunfight. Okay, I draw. I shoot you. Right? You cheat. Okay, fine. I cheat back. Okay, you cheat more. I can't do anything. I get desperate. I pull up my ship. I haven't even shot you with it yet. And you just continue on the. Now that wasn't nice.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think I beat his fortitude.
My fortitude is down by 2, so it's down to 25. Oh, with a 1. So close. 24. So sorry.
Yeah, 24.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes half damage.
Oh, damn it. I still do I take any?
No, he takes no damage.
Oh, yeah.
You failed when it's single target. It's either damage or no damage. There's no half.
Okay. So you move up
It's gone.
and you, as a swift action, you want to fake it? Like you just let him go?
Reaction to talk.
It does say otherwise the target takes half damage and may act normally. And you may not maintain
you're
the
right.
power.
I missed that.
So
Oh, wow. Think of all the I feel so good. See all that damage that Aiden should have done to my guys, but he didn't. That kind of finally cancels out all that crap that Messina's been doing all these years, where I was getting blown up and he wasn't supposed to.
Well, there's 1 and 5.
Roll all the ones.
So
roll
half
all the
damage,
ones.
66. So 27 and half is
13. Okay.
Wait, it
Points
should
of
only
damage.
within 4d6.
Because I didn't hit 25. You're right.
Yeah,
So
and you can't spend a force point both to juice the roll and get the
and to
additional
juice the
effect.
damage. Yeah, well, I didn't juice the
Alright.
damage anyways. So yeah, that is
12.
4. Yeah.
Okay. So 12, right?
Hard
Okay.
on him. Yep.
And you've already spoke at the beginning of the show, so like you start laying out the deal, right?
Yep. Lay out the
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
And with my swift action, I will put it towards moving up the condition track.
Yeah, because it's 3 to go up 1.
3
Yep.
3 to go up
Okay.
1.
Okay. So I have a question for the rules lawyers. I have the extra second wind feat, which means I can use second wind twice a day. Can I use it
Still
in consecutive
Only
rounds?
use it once.
per
per
encounter. Okay.
Technically. Now,
But twice a day. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's
Okay.
something that allows you to do it twice per encounter, but I'm not positive on that one.
yeah,
So-
that's another feeder talent.
It's like battle toughness or something like that.
Right. So assuming he's going to be shot down in one encounter, it's kind of a waste of a feat. But I think they kind of gave it to him for flavor. Tough, or maybe I'm supposed to get away.
now, I might let him use both of them, but not in the same round.
No, I'll
Depending on how
go
the fight
rules as written on this. Like I'm stretching this counter a little bit as it is, instead of 6. Anyway, I'm not
So, yeah.
gonna do it.
Get up to him, lay out the deal, start taking a deep breath.
Okay. So since I can't swift action heal, do I have any kind of?
You can act as normal.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering if I actually have any like stims or something. Like, okay,
Oh,
he
he
pulls a
can
stim off his,
I mean, second wind is only a swift, so he could do that if he hasn't.
He did
I
this
did.
last round.
Oh,
I
he
did.
just did.
I did. Or thoughting I had to, right? To
Right.
stay mechanically. If he didn't before, he would do so now, canceling out any, well, you can't because he was talking, and, because if we go look at this going, well, you can't even give a command to the ship, which is a standard, blah, 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 right? You know what I mean? So if I couldn't before, he'd do so now. So that leaves me with a standard and a, right. And, okay, so now that you've role played, it's give me the disc and I'll let you leave.
Yep.
And
Call
I'll
off your droids, give me the disc, and go on your merry way. And if it makes things easier for you in dealing with the Empire, I've even got a couple mooks in the brig of my ship I can send with you can say was part of my crew.
Okay. Give me a persuasion roll. Because I was told to evacuate. And destroy the Sarlacc project.
21.
First point.
Do you want to use a force point?
Do I want to use a force point?
It's within
Yeah,
reach.
Of course I do.
Because even
6
with
makes
even
up
with
for the
me-
last one, so 27.
I was going to say, I have a 24, currently 22 because of the status I have, but it's like, you're just rolling just under. It's so cool, these rolls. This has been a good combat. I know it's like going to be,
But
You
you just
imagine?
used 2. How many do you have left?
Force points?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I now have.
I'm tired of pulling them out of poser. I got a new target now. Oh, there's a new force user on the board. He's revealed himself. You want to use a force point, Matt? You want to use a force point? Yeah. Freaking 68, 78. Damn it. I got to start draining you now. All right. I will say I was told to retreat as long as I destroyed the Sarlacc project. Okay. Can I have a perception roll, please? From you.
Not one for 10.
But it was
Okay.
only a difficulty of 10, right?
Okay. My perception. See if I notice the Jedi clinging to the fence, the prison yard. You're next. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I sees the Jedi like salivating, hanging. Oh yeah. Okay. Sure.
I'm
Okay.
not salivating. I'm just
You're tired.
up there.
It's a big climb. Hey, if you're surged, who knows? A little extra drool. You never know. Oh, here we go. Perception 11 may re-roll. Oh, nice. We're getting into like Dr. Lethfield here. This guy gets to re-roll. 28. No, I'm good with that. Okay. Glancing over your shoulder, reinforcements are on the way. Makes that long decision between just telling his ship to open fire on you. Okay. Reaches in behind, slowly, right? Pulls out disc, right? It literally says S.P on it, like in Sharpie.
Comic Sans Serif font.
Yeah, that must be it. It's Star Wars font. Yeah, SP. What is that? Okay.
That's the added touch.
Anyway, what's your range on the grip? 12 squares?
The grip?
Yeah.
No, it's further than that. It's far.
12 squares line of sight.
Oh, yep. 12 squares
Okay.
line of sight.
Okay. So if he was hired by Draco, he knows a little thing about some Force and Force users.
Sure.
So, there's that. He doesn't say what's to say. I hand you this and you're just going to grip me again and I can't get on my ship and leave. So he's just kind of like, all right. Right. And he holds it up. Right. And does the, passes it over his wrist. Right. And there's a target on it. Little red dot appears.
Oh, okay.
And he deftly flips it, and it lands skitter, politely. 12 squares away. Do I even have 12 squares on this thing?
Nope.
I'll go for an
Over to
angle.
the edge.
Yeah.
It's 13 to me, so 12 would actually put it like right in front of me.
The edge of the map.
Yeah. It's not towards the explosion. And I know I'm like throwing at the Jedi who grab it and start
Right
showing.
down that grate.
Yeah. Yeah. So he tosses it. It looks like he tosses away as a dick move, but it lands at the feet of the Jedi on the other side of the grate, but there's still that target on it. And you guys see the sort of the sweeping laser under the ship, right? I get on my ship and I leave. And with me, my target lock goes, you let me leave, we have a deal.
So I'll
Okay.
hands out, take a couple steps back, and
Okay.
say, hopefully we won't run into each other in the future. But if we do, maybe we could be friends.
He hops onto the wing of his ship. You stifle a laugh as he walks back and he says, "You are an interesting fellow, Captain. I will remember the name Machismo." And he jumps into his cockpit and flies away.
Oh, and I have one other thing to
backstep
tell you.
towards the data stick?
Sorry?
He was saying he was backstepping. I wasn't sure if he was backstepping towards the stick or...
Oh, no. He gets onto his little wing and he gets it. He'll take the,
No, Rahal. Guy.
Oh, sorry. Well, I guess the ship comes back over and picks him up, right? So he throws the disc and the ship, comes back into position so he can jump on it. And interesting fellow. Remember the name Machismo. And I really hate that I had to say that. It's like,
And I'm not left-handed.
I'm not gonna actually. It's one thing we gotta stop doing, Doug. Is like let the jokes land, and if people figure them out, we don't have to drive them home. It's all in there. So,
Watch as he soars into the distance. Turn around.
I do.
You'd be so proud. I had him by the neck. I could have popped his head like a melon. But I let him go.
You should have tried to talk him down before resorting to the force.
And then I like look at the gaping wound in my chest. Yeah, nah.
Big scorch mark because it like cauterizes from the blaster fire. Might want to get that scene too. Is there a doctor in the house?
And then just drop.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So the disc ignites.
Ignites?
It ignites. You know, like the little flare burst that starts burning. Like the actual container ignites on it. So you guys sit there and you're talking, and then all of a sudden the thing, like not the disc itself, but the container's holding the disc. You know, it starts burning like a flare. Like
On the comms. TP,
Yeah.
shoot him down.
I will rush the disc.
okay.
That was a joke, by the way. I don't
Okay.
actually do
Yeah.
that.
Let's see. My round skill is 2 away. Would you like to use a destiny point to act out of turn?
Well, he didn't he spend his previous round hopping in the ship. I would have been climbing over while talking to Rahal. I thought we were completely out of rounds.
Oh, I'm just being a dick. I'm not gonna make you burn a destiny point to save a stupid disc, man. It's like that was a joke. No, I'm not. No, so seriously, don't burn a destiny point. I was just messing.
Oh, I
with
wasn't planning on. I was gonna rules lawyer the shit out of
No.
you. That's what I was gonna do.
No.
No, I'm not wasting my last destiny point.
All right,
I
okay.
already wasted one on this motherfucker.
So assuming that I go at 20, and what's your initiative skill? If your initiative's over 20, I'll let you die for it.
26.
Okay. Would you like to burn a force point to do something heroic? Now, everyone's using force points to like I +6. You can actually use them to like do something heroic, do something. You know what I mean? You move object to like pull it towards you. I don't know. Got a little water cantina, right? Dump it on it, or just try to like move object to like flip it out, like get the disc out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It starts sliding up, and you like reach out with the force and you like yank the disc right out of the case before it explodes into your hand. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
Okay.
spend a force point.
Okay. The disc is yours. The Sarlacc project information is safe. And in the background, while everyone's like, oh, to see if he can get it, like there's a smoking little cloak ship just spinning down and crashes off into the horizon. His TV just lit it up. And instead of doing the cloak fighter fight versus the ship,
Cloaked frigate.
no, it's called the cloak.
The
it's called
blind
a-
versus the blind.
It's called a. Oh yeah, no, it's actually called the cloak shape fighter. Instead of like doing out that whole fight, I'm just happy that like either it got away, or you guys like defeated the bad guy, and Aiden doesn't get my cool ship. So I'm happy with that.
We negotiated.
It is a
our
cool
way.
ship. I did think about that too. I was just like, ooh, that's neat looking.
Shoot him
have
down.
I have my screeching Rancor. I don't want any other baby. Yeah, mine.
What kind of guns? Let's remind everybody what kind of guns. Like the cloak ship has some torpedoes and some forward blaster cannons. It's like 70-10, blah blah. Very cool, right? And then it's like what the armament you have, like just decloaks like a bird of prey, and it's flying up there and it just lights them up on the way by. There's no way.
No, I let him go. I actually like this character. He's good. We recovered the disc, whatever. We lost the disc.
You don't shoot them down.
No, I don't think I would.
Okay.
I wouldn't
Oh.
reveal. I wouldn't burn the position on something like that. But
Oh no, hey. You know,
that would, and that's like
Especially if we got the
Yeah,
disc.
if we got the data, yeah.
I gotta say, there's a player excuse we kill him. Why? Because we don't want it coming back later. Well,
I do
modules and
want him coming back.
well, that's the thing is like modules and DMs will always have the equivalent bad guy show up later anyway. You just have a different name and a different you know what I mean? Like it's gonna happen. So why not the devil you know and have a nice little rapport, right?
And this is a Cad Bane kind of guy.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
actually more fun to leave someone like that with our reputation
Oh yeah.
out there for both
I-
GM and RP purposes.
He is currently, now you guys look into him later, he is currently a CL10. He's a Zabrakian Soldier 3, Scout 4,
Oh, you should level
Gunslinger
him.
3. I am. That's why I'm telling him now. Yeah. Well, I don't get any experience points for today. I lost. I didn't really learn anything.
No. We got experience points for the.
I'm just going to type something in the wiki here. Shield generator that blocks force use. Here we go. That's what my guys need.
Use on Vong short field generator.
Yeah. You're bringing the Yuuzhan Vong in here. You're going to have to give us a lot more power than what we got.
It just brings them in like point space. Like they just appear around him. Like, what the hell? They're very confused.
Like Mass Effect Reapers at that point. They're just kind of
Vonk. So,
I mean, the other thing is give them unstoppable force. Gives them a +5 inside bonus to fortitude, defense, and will defense against any attacker or effect requiring you use the force check.
And any other boost to your fort. So if you know that something like that's coming, I mean, he already had a pretty good. It took Rahal. I mean, Rahal has like max bonus to his use the force check.
The Empire may not be pleased that he lost the project and got away, because they're going to be like, destroy it, or did you destroy it? Oh yeah, sure. And then like later on, when they learn that you guys know about it because you're acting on it, they're going to kill him. Or they're going to be like, hey, you run into him.
He took the deal.
Oh,
he
shit.
took the deal, yeah.
Like, you'd be like, oh, it's the returning bad guys. Like, no, you're the last people I want to see. I'm running from them because I didn't kill you.
I mean, he might look to us for shelter.
Look to us for shelter, yeah.
I start playing Vril Rack. Start playing him in...
I have to give him a different name now.
I have to return to my princess. She will be my bride. Yeah? See, that's how you do it, Doug. There you go. So what do you guys want to do now?
What about the crab droids?
Oh, they start firing on you.
No, all right.
I mean, they could.
I want to shoot.
No.
I want to shoot shit. So
no. He's a man of his word. He wanted to set up something, and then obviously, like, he was going to shoot you and go, so sorry, bye. And you know what I mean? Like, he's reacting, you know.
Can we have Dr. Leth program those to respond to Nazarene commands and let the Nazarene take over them and use them?
I think we should go back in time and run Leth in the scenario and see how that would have played out. That would have been fun. What if? You know?
It would have been me sneaking up instead of
it would have been
instead of Skeel. It would have been like me flying.
He gets his 20 and you beat the 32. So just as he shoots, you drop your shield right in front of him and appear over his head. He's got his ship flying above. You've got Left's got his droid.
Skeel has to watch over Rahal's successes, and I have to watch out over.
The Force users are just yanking droids off the side of the building.
That's exactly it. We just be chucking
It's just the whole, like, at that point, TLXS is equipment. It's a convenient excuse.
Well, the encounter's included. You guys and your Nazarene allies now, after he flees, control the city. And the Rogue Fragment Tracking Center. And the construction site on Mount Almus. Congratulations.
A lot of tech.
The remaining Imperial forces evacuate. The guys that bunkered down in the bunker surrender. They all surrender to TLXS, who is their new god. like, surrender to Zod. They all come out wanting to surrender, you know. Reports begin coming in that the Nazarene seizing control of smaller outposts and settlements, and between the tracking center and the planetary shields and turbo lasers, which you guys actually, with time, can complete for the Nazarene. You could actually, you know, you weren't off on a tangent about can we finish the shield generator. It's like, yeah, now that the Empire's backed off, with some help, they could actually help themselves and build the generator turbo lasers and make it such a pain in the ass for the Empire to come and take the planet. It would be because otherwise, if you guys leave, they'll just come back, right?
Yeah.
Right. But if like you guys leave them with enough, you know.
That was my thought, anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cue the montage.
Off-screen upgrade time.
And so ends book 5, gentlemen.
Ooh,
24 minutes in. Now I could go back and maybe edit the two together and get proper episodes, or I really want to see Doctor. You guys want to go back in time and see how this shit plays? Nah, you know what the explosion is. You know
What if?
what if? Can only reveal it once.
It would have been very similar, other than Dr. Leth having to literally run up to his face and just.
I will say this. See where Poser is? And you got the disc,
Yeah.
right? Poser, do you go to Rahal and talk to him, or Rahal, do you go to Poser?
Oh, I already said I ran up to Poser.
Okay, show me your path. Cue it.
Straight line. So
Yeah,
it'd
like
be-
so. So you
Right.
take. You
What
take
was
the
it?
di-
What
Okay,
do you
stop
do?
right there. So that's a trap.
So well, no, I let my character go because I was trying to figure out how to do the queued path.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
How
Anyway,
do you do that again? Where was I? I was right here, right?
It's a loose plate. See how it looks
Oh, I
slightly.
got the corner on it there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and you fall into the building. Ah, that's this big trap. It's like I have thermal
Oh,
detonator.
Rosa, you should have.
Serious, that's what happened. You run to Poser, and he's like, "You should be so proud," and you freaking fall down a hole, dude.
Crap! I need to go I need to go get.
What a shame.
I'll fly down there and pick up. I don't know how
Actually,
much
that
damage he
disc.
took, but hopefully it wasn't too much. I'll go pick him up.
Yeah, it could kill me. Let's see. Let's find out. Do I die, Jeff?
Is this where
So appropriate.
out of force points and can't save his own life?
Just- the narrative plays out like this: step on the plate, it drops, and like you hear some clangs and grunts and curses, and then all of a sudden a message starts playing over the comms.
One dice, 6 points of damage for every 2 squares fallen.
Stepping on the plate makes a 15 DC acrobatics check,
Ooh,
or falls 9 meters into the construction, takes 3d6 points of falling damage.
I could survive it.
I know, but I want to see, let's see the acrobatics check. Whoa, that could have been
Acrobatics.
yeah.
8.
8. Okay, he fails. So, do you remember the big laugh we had in book 2 about how those ditches everyone jumped in were actually holes and you could have like fell?
Yeah.
Once again, I got so reliant on Cheryl's maps, I forgot the features of the area, and I knew about the plate, but I forgot about something else. It's something that I had altered, but it's fine. But I'm sure there's somebody arguing, going blah blah blah, because they talk about what if you guys try to take control of the ship. What if you guys try to use override commands and take control of his droids? Which apparently is something you can do. So as a reward for putting up with my slightly altered encounter, I'm saying this out loud is you guys can send override command. Controlling the droid's actions each round is a move action. You gotta sit there and burn move actions to do it, but there's something in the future that Dr. Leth could hang back, hack droids, and then use move actions to like puppet them around.
The difficulty is like actually connecting to the droids.
Well,
That's
I think you
working
got to
on
get
that.
into the cockpit, because it talks about what you need to get into the cockpit, and then use computer check to use override commands to control the droids. So I'm thinking
okay.
if you get into the cockpit, it's his systems, and that's how you do it.
Because there is a class ability that you can. It's called Droid Jammer. That like a couple talents in, you can start actually just controlling droids in the area. Which, looking at eventually, but definitely further on.
12 points for Hull.
I'm still alive. Oh,
Okay.
down to 34.
Later on. So I understand the scorch marks and such from the combat, but when did you suffer blunt force trauma?
Well, about that. I tripped.
He's badly bruised and beaten up There's a giant scorch mark of like umpteen damage, like 40. Yeah, you'd be more
Couple,
worried
like,
about.
broken fingers.
I know, but like I hit him for like what 40 odd points of scorch damage with my blaster pistol. It was such a good shot. I could have hoped for like he died quickly or got away quickly, fine. But it's just like the opening draw gets initiative on you and does like nat 20. I could not have asked for a better cinematic. So cool.
Yeah, no.
So
I was like, oh crap. Well, I better do something to stop that from happening again. I was actually going to take a shot and maybe have a go at it until that first shot went off, and I was like, nope.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pause, and then with the magic of editing, when we come back, we can talk about what you guys took for leveling up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
technically, I only need a few hours of.
You want to hang out and make sure that these guys are on their way, as it were.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Transfer control.
Tween Tracking Center and the Planetary Shield Turbo, which they can complete. The Nazarene can make retaking their planet too costly for the Empire. Okay. They may not be you. They might be just like, teach them to fish and then they fish. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Content, right? Because like, the Empire might retreat to the planet side. Yeah, no, it might just be you guys. Montage of like training from all your skills and whatever supplies you have, like gut the Manzria, right?
So for me to level up, I need to story-wise access the holocron again. For the level I'm planning on
Do
taking.
we not have that on the ship?
Nope. Dina has it. So,
And for me as well, in order to actually level up, I need to find somebody to train me in force power.
Nope.
According to Jeff.
Nope. Yeah, but we only want one Jedi. No force powers for you.
I never said I needed a Jedi to train me. I just said I needed someone to train me.
I said the Jedi needs someone to train him for force points, for force powers.
Right?
Right. So if Skeel will train you, nothing I can do about that. But the Master won't.
Oh, I know she won't.
Yeah.
It's a big galaxy. Maybe there's a Nazarene with some force powers that'll teach me how to not get in combat.
I know a force sensitive. I do know a force
you guys
sensitive.
are pretty overpowered as it is. I don't know. I guess we could just cut cast members. Everybody roll a d6. If you roll over a 6, you're out. Or roll over 4, you're out.
I've got a plus
If
6
you roll
to my
over
roll.
a 6 on your
then I have to
D6,
completely
you're gone.
remap my character.
We'll talk
'Cause
about
I've
it.
already leveled it, dude.
We'll talk about it. Let's talk about
And
it.
by the way, the force power comes because I am a savant, not because somebody trained me. It's a talent. It gives it to me. So I would argue that I learn it all by my lonesome.
Oh.
That's actually very in character. That's very sweet.
That's very cool. He's been like hypnotizing Dina to talk in her sleep, right? It's force powers. That's right, baby. And Conehead over here just practically projects all his mental thoughts. You just soak it all up, right? I could work with that.
I just watch, and I
stay close to Poser. Be mindful.
Well, I
try
was
not to
already
sit-
doing that.
Try not to sell him and stuff this time. Yeah.
It's just an advancement on my telekinetic savant.
If
I
you
then
have a
become a
way, that's
telekinetic
fine. I just like level, right? I want to take
prodigy.
this, and I want powers and blah blah blah. And
Nope.
well, I go
It's
get
just,
them in a
it's
month.
just
It's
one.
like, come on.
It's just one power, and like that's the big limiting factor for me. Not on top of the fact that I can't get training. I also can only have so many force powers because I have zero wisdom.
Just to be clear, it's not Matt not getting training, it's Rahal.
Right.
There is a difference. Like, as you've role-played yourself to the personality that I've read of Dina, she'd be very wary of adult man, former separatist Bob, like your backstory, just turning you into Padawan. That is why she, like, if you played
yeah.
some
I'm
goody
too
two-shoes.
far gone for that.
Oh, yeah.
Stroll.
No, this is not the DM just going, no, blah. Like, I'm trying to stick to our original things, like one Jedi
sure.
per time, blah,
Sure.
blah, blah. Right?
But like I said, if you aren't going to allow it, I need to remap because I spent talents and stuff to get it.
Why don't you do both and we'll see how you come about it? That might be fun.
Okay.
Character, fair vendors always good.
and I will say, There needs to be a drastic change in personality for Skeel to want to train you.
Hey, at least he like 5 minutes later, next encounter, like let the guy go. Like for him, like you're proud of me. He's being a dick, but it's like, you know what? I would say that's a baby step in the right direction, but it is
absolutely. And there does need to be some talk. And I was planning originally on having a talk on.
Matt, roll deception. He's buying it. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good.
So, I need
at 20.
Doctor. Oh,
no, I was gonna say, like, Doug, Dr. Leth, have you guys?
What I need, Doctor Master, would you assist me? I have some replacement talents that I can have that will make me more efficient. If you can install these here, now that I have extra slots for learning.
So you guys have to fly back to the Resurgence, and it only takes a day or two for them to go over the data with you, and then poof, you'll be back in a meeting room for your next briefing.
Well, the Resurgence is in town now. Oh no, to the Resurgence.
Yeah, you guys need to you guys need to fly past the blockade again, run off, get past that sucker, and fly back to the Resurgence without drawing too much. Right now, it's assuming you guys get into orbit. It's not a space battle. They're just kind of like. The Empire is looking at Swoon, is not interested in chasing you guys, and type of thing, or you just kind of like, okay, we're in orbit, bye, right, before they come around.
Oh.
Because you guys can track the debris, they can't.
Right.
So you might be able to have a path like out the blind side or whatever, and go, bye, suckers, right? So I'm assuming that's kind of baked in without me having to say it or having them to write it. And then, D6 hyperspace later, back by the Resurgence. So you guys are going to have anywhere from 3 to like 10 days to, like, you know what I mean? Like, depends on the hyperspace, whatever.
Okay.
So with that in mind, and know that time hasn't passed, so you guys can stay on the planet, and a couple days of like working some stuff out with them, Sartak, but I wouldn't stick around here any more than 2 or 3 days. You need to get that intel, unless you want to split the party. Send somebody back to the Resurgence as a head start, leave somebody here to train them, blah, blah,
And if anything, I can be the one that goes ahead. I need more time to train. Either that or he needs to give me the holocron.
We do have a cameo that's finishing. You guys could leave. I want to say Portia.
Spectra.
Spectra.
Wow.
Damn it.
Yet again.
Where did that
Merrick
even come from?
Let's leave Merrick here. That'd be good. I like that.
So I need
let's leave your
Dr.
war
Leth
machine here
to do 2 very good use the computer checks on me, because now my will save is fairly high, which would reprogram.
Do they need to be done in a row?
No.
Cool.
I'd like a feat and a talent, and then if Master could spend some credits on resetting my grenade supply and 1 feat package acquiring.
Well, worry about gear. Now, as far as like going to the HoloNet and getting upgrades and stuff, you guys won't have access to that. You're on a dustball planet, and you've got to fly right back to the Resurgence.
Okay.
So I'm just like
1 talent, talent.
Now,
because I've got that.
The Resurgence might have some stuff like, oh, here's a standard thing droids have, I just don't have it. Sure, they can buy it off the Resurgence, but as opposed to like an advanced tracking system that we get at the Galaxy, no, like you guys may not have it, you know what I mean? So let's start off with like, what would you like to take a level in? What are you? You are a droid?
Yes, I am a Soldier 6, Scout 1, Scoundrel 1, Officer 1.
Okay.
And Elite Trooper, about to become Elite Trooper 2.
Okay.
That will, what I'd like to do is to reprogram the Indomitable feat to improved armor defense, which will boost my reflex defense.
Can you do that?
Yeah. It just requires a use computer check against my will save.
Can players do that? Can they untrain to retrain, or only droids?
Well, GMs can allow players to retrain as a soft out of rule. but droids can be reprogrammed, and there are explicit rules.
Well, we're hanging on the whole, Rahal 1 version or Rahal 2 version.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not something I want to think too deeply about, like, at the end of a double head. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, a lot of this is pending, but certainly you guys can come up with something. Now, you guys are currently, do you know where you are currently in space?
Centauri's system, I think.
Right. Where the green is.
Yeah.
Right. I see it.
Right. And we had the Resurgence hiding out near Felucia, but then it had to move. So I do know it's on this side of the galaxy. You know what I mean? Like if you guys went straight north a couple squares up to like Sonero or, like somewhere where it's like too clustered, too many worlds for the Empire to like monitor them all thickly, or some void space spot, you guys poof there. There's the sort of, you're not going across the galaxy to get to the Resurgence this time. And I do believe the hand wave generic roll is like D6 or, that type of thing. So a couple days here, a couple days in space, and then 1 or 2 days, and we'll start season 6 in the future. Now, when this airs, there might be a bit of a time lapse. This may not air until like the end of June, beginning of July or whatever, and I'm moving, so we may not be recording new episodes until I suddenly need them right at the end of June or whatever. It really depends on what happens in the move. Like, we're about to lose internet here at the house. It's like, ooh, I never thought of that. I promised everybody I would pack this place down last and start first, and my wife's like, yeah, you guys lose internet on this day. And I'm like, oh, shit. Wait, no, it's the middle of the week. I think I'm getting everything back up and running by like another Friday, so we'll see. But anyway, Doug, what can we talk about besides 7 more hit points? A new level of elite.
So I get
+1.
DR1. That'll be nice.
Nice. I'm sure you'll never let me hear the end of that.
Yeah, because absorbing damage is.
Well,
I need another method to absorb damage.
I say take this much damage. I always trust you guys to take it off your own character. So I'll be happy if you just take one less, as opposed to like, well,
I will.
Or, as opposed to putting that shield. You guys keep sticking your shield generators in my face, but you have to. Because, like, it's down to 5, it cycles. Like, these are type of the redundancies that the fans are asking that we give the hell up on. They don't mind if some of the rules, and not the rules, but, like, the playing is gray. And I'm trying so hard to be perfect in them that it's just beginning to too much debate, and we're pissing people off. So
Kingmaker style, where some of the numbers just kind of happen.
Yeah, exactly. So with that in mind, I tried that tonight with our fight. Use the GM's law, move some stuff around, hand wave this roll, went with that one. The important rolls, here's your shot, here's your damage, they were all right in front of you. That type of thing. Thank you, Aiden, for reminding me I had second wind. I forgot.
Yep.
Damn it.
Right.
I forgot that I negated that second chunk of damage and had moved myself down the condition track.
Ah.
Might have actually hit it with another grip.
It's fine though.
Well, if he
but we parlayed out of it anyways, so
yeah. I mean that was at that point the best outcome.
Yeah. It's an interesting character. They actually give him like a little, I was born on this planet and I was raised and I was trained. It's like, wow. It's only one paragraph, but it's like, wow, they're kind of getting into his backstory,
So if I can get one use computer check from Jay at his best top.
He's been waiting. He keeps bringing it up. Come on, Jay.
That one.
Come on, Jay.
I will know the path of my character, and that's all. I will know. Because I've got the package for it.
Sure. I'll
At
have
your
Alfred help
best
me out.
Bonus.
What? While we're talking, we should actually bring up your sheet. Everybody gets to see your sheet. That'd be kind of cool. Where is TLX? You're the top version?
Yep.
All right. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. For your viewing pleasure. Bum, ba, bum. 15 strength, 16 dex. I don't want to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Very cool.
So I had Arthur helping me, which he doesn't fail at, so it's +2 from there.
Mask on. Visor.
Oh, yeah, like on the ship, contained controlled area,
And mask as well, so +2 from that, and then 5 from my Flash of Insight, giving a total of +7 to my bonuses, in addition to my normal roll.
You're the guns.
My best.
Jesus Christ! I'm scrolling through weapons. I'm sorry I had to interrupt, but oh my god, it's like 5 minutes of scrolling through your fucking weapons. Look at this. Holy shit!
I don't always have those on me, but I just have them ready to use in case that's what I'm kitted out with.
I'm sorry, we don't have a lot of Jay lately. Go ahead, Jay.
How about a used computer of 41?
Ooh.
That'll take care of it.
The twins are impressed. They even made the same head movement on front of their mics.
Luckily.
Did you see that?
I mean, that's fun. If I'd rolled a 20, that would have been 42 for my second highest possible roll.
The meaning of life.
I gotta put that in a clip. Ooh.
Oh, sorry. Actually, sorry. That's again forgetting the +2 from Arthur. So that is a 43.
So that will increase my reflex defense to a 32 now. Standing.
$32?
Yep.
Neato. Oh, that's not gonna work. There we go. Okay. And what feat did you want to retrain?
Assuming we can find it, I would like to get the assured attack to trade out my stand tall, because I never use stand tall. An assured attack, especially if we don't have Merrick, will help my damage increase.
You can learn that from Merrick.
Well, but I have to be reprogrammed.
Oh, reprogram.
Oh, American show up and reprogram your ass, then fly off again into the wilderness.
No, I mean him being. Oh, that's true. If he's around, then technically he does have the ability to provide that skill. That's
sure.
Right.
I love. This is the only thing I like about Messiah's jetpack is I can fly him in and out of any episode we need. He's working. He flies away like Superman. It's all right.
So this would be another use computer check at your best max bonus because we're in no rush.
Sure. And I'm again going to include Arthur, so a total of. I'm just going to include it this time.
Now your
$32.
force points, I believe they go away and they reset to.
That's correct, to their max.
Correct.
Right. And at this level, you guys should get. Was it 5 plus half your level?
It depends on the
Unless
class
you
that you
prestige.
took. If you took a prestige class this level, it is 6 plus half your level. If you
Right.
did not take a prestige class this level, I believe it's 5 plus half your level.
Okay.
Cool,
Now
right.
you're-
Oh, so is
you're-
that like if you do a prestige class
Yeah.
last level and then took normal, it
Yep.
goes back to 5?
For
Yes.
that level.
Oh, that's
For
weird.
that level.
Yeah, because it's the prestige class that gives you the levels of the extra force points. It makes sense to me. Your armor level bonus. Are you taking the feats that allow you to take your whole level plus like half your armor?
That is what we just reprogrammed me
Right.
to do.
And what is your armor?
My armor is Duranium battle armor.
And where did you get that?
That came off the assembly line on me.
Okay. So I'm just like, how does programming it improves the feat to use the armor? It doesn't improve the
Correct.
armor. You didn't go buy anything.
Correct.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and it's
No, I knew you were working on feats, but I just suddenly like, I don't remember Duranium. So I was like,
It's like downloading karate.
I know Kung Fu. Right, let's try this out.
Yeah, I needed the last talent to let me get half my armor bonus and my full level bonus, because we all get the full level bonus. But now that we were leveling out at 10, people were actually equaling me
Okay.
in reflex defense.
And your basic
Which can't
attack,
happen.
your base attack is 8 now?
9.
9. Make it
That's
so.
Correct.
And you get a new destiny point.
I've already added that, so I have 4.
And you guys don't get 3d6 force point use until 12th, right? Or higher?
It's like 14th or 15th.
Oh, it's even
actually
higher.
right.
Okay.
It's pretty high.
I just like the fact you get the 2d6 option. That's pretty cool. You get
Yeah.
damage reduction, you get shield rating. Okay. Still very, very powerful character.
My
Very-
grand
very
leader
nice.
all went up by 1 hit point, so I can
Nice.
give out 1 more temporary hit point.
I would like to see more out of like you just said you're 4 different classes. Right? How about demand surrender? It seems to be your go-to. Why not take the feats and the talents? Just saying. Otherwise I'd like to see some more in the new season from you than just come at me, bro.
So, like when I took officer, I picked up knowledge tactics, and I
Yep.
have moved forward in laying out tactics for every single fight. I have been moved forward in doing that.
Yeah, and I've been actually calling on you, like, who's got knowledge tactics? Not Merrick, please. Somebody other than me. He's never here. Ryan never gets those episodes where I'm like, oh, knowledge tactics would. I look up. Okay, Doug, you're on. We don't have. Okay. The force user and the maybe force user later. Merrick's going to do it on his own. Dr. Leth, what about you? Any ideas
That
what you'd like to
requires
get
a
into?
bit of thought. I was looking at potentially taking another level of medic, but looking at the talents that I would get access to, I'm not particularly sold.
Well,
I may actually go back to a noble at some point soon.
I was going to say, you've done lots of soldiering and medicing this adventure. If you would like to organically, I would say more soldier, more medic, because that's all you did this entire adventure,
Mhm.
right? Now, Noble, you're a scientist, right? Did we is there anywhere in there where we had you off researching? You know, I mean, you could expend the XP how you wish. It just,
Yeah.
especially if it takes. I'm going to take this. Oh, elite trooper. Explain that to me, Doug. And he did. And he did. He had a way. He had a workaround of how he got into, like, because it seemed like for, yeah. Okay.
My level of noble, if I did, would probably be leaning towards going there. So I actually it's even, so which means it would be odd. So I'd get a talent. I have a couple goals in the future that I need to figure out how to balance through. So,
Well, usually we have 2 weeks, and then you guys come back with all your choices. But since we had airtime left, I'm like, oh, do you guys have any, ideas? And the Force users are like, yeah, we do. Oh, wait a minute, hang on, back off. I need 2 weeks to think about that shit. So
it's more like Dr. Leth would be researching into new ways that he could creatively help the party going forward, but also progress his own research.
yeah, like the tech mods and stuff, right?
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of which, I need you to modify my lightsaber.
That's what we have free time for.
Yes. It was something I've been thinking about this entire book, and I was like, we need to do it during downtime before the next book hits.
Are we going to talk about that while recording, or would you like that to be a reveal?
No, that's actually one thing I'm okay with revealing.
I thought you want to be like mid-combat, and you go, actually, my lightsaber has this ability now, and it does that to my poor guy, and I don't mind those big reveals,
No, because they aren't really impressive things.
Oh, okay.
I just want the bonus to hit on my primary lightsaber and the bonus to damage on my secondary lightsaber.
Yeah, I made my lightsaber sharper. Okay.
Well, no, it's like increasing the balance on the first one, giving it a better balance to it, and the second one increasing the energy output through the crystal.
Hey, Leth, the balance is off on my saber. What do you think of this? Voomp. Voomp. Yeah, that's not working out right. I'm waving my hand, cutting off my fingers, by the way, in case you're wondering why he's laughing at me.
It's actually really well done, too.
Thank you. Well, then, I suppose we will just have to see y'all next time. But before I go, I have asked Aiden, Matt, and Doug, and just about anybody else that has the balls for free time, if they would be interested in a second show. And I got very excited about DMing a second show, and I have a dream, I have an idea, and it's aggressive, it's ambitious, it's unknown regions stacked with Kotar, stacked with, it's a lot. And converting the Outlaws of Alkenstar to Outlaws of Intrigue takes a lot of work. And we have a lot of concepts and stuff, and I'm not putting the project down, but I might stall it a bit. And in the meantime, some of us, lovely people, have decided to come over and take the GM chair and possibly do a one-shot. So, Doug, would you like to tell us a little bit about the concept? This is not written in stone, ladies and gentlemen. We're just talking about concepts, and we've been making up characters for Doug's mini-campaign, one-shot, which could possibly turn into something even broader.
Sure. What we would be looking at, this is going to be set probably around 10 years after the Battle of Yavin. So it would be very close timeline-wise to the events of Mandalorian, somewhere in the 1, 2, 3, or just shortly after. but it's going to be set in hut space. Everybody always sees what the Empire's doing. Everybody always sees what the rebellion is, what the Republic is doing, or even the Separatists. But everybody forgets about hut space. And that's like 20% of the galaxy is just hanging out in hut space. And so
I'm zoomed in on it now. It's like, yeah.
A real vibe about, technically, the map that I'll be using, which will not be this one, actually shows Tatooine at the edge of hut space. And in hut space. Now, I'm not going to be taking us to Tatooine that I know of, because everybody's sick of going to Tatooine.
Controlled by the huts. Now, in video games, Hata Nar Shaddaa are used a lot. Something I didn't realize, I don't see it here, is Rillith,
yeah.
is here, and that's the Twi'lek planet, and that's why you see a whole bunch of Twi'lek slaves with the gangsters, because they do more than just clean your helmet, fix it with money. It's because they got absorbed, their territory, their world got absorbed by gangsters. And I never made the connection. I was just like, oh, they must be out there. And it's like, oh, of course, they're controlled by, And right next to hut space is the Kessel sector, where the spice comes from. Well, one of the places, the mines of Kessel, are right there next to hut space. So no wonder that, Book of Boba Fett, all about spice. And what level are we talking, Doug?
I think we were looking in the 5 to 7 range. Is that we didn't want to start too high. I don't want to start at first level because that will just be painful to everyone. But I think everybody wants to have the chance to have some choices. So I think you and I need to talk just to make sure that we kind of go into that.
I have a race that they never converted from Saga. Like if you go back to like Roll20, it's in the Aliens Anthology, and I can't find it in Saga Edition. So I need you to make this race for me.
Right. Okay. So that's fine. Well, but we can talk. We can reskin one. I mean, you heard. I would say start with an. I don't know if you want me to say it. I know exactly what I'd recommend.
Rocket from Marvel and Buck from Ice Age 2 had a love child, and that's my dude. I'm Space
start
Weasel.
with an Ewok and tell me why the stats off an Ewok wouldn't work. And if you want to tweak that a little bit, but everything about an Ewok would still fit that.
Well, one thing we don't have or played yet is a small size character, so I'm going to go to town with that. And I'm going to lean in on the Scout.
So just look at that as your baseline, and if there's anything you'd want to negotiate off of a base Ewok, just it would make sense.
Sure.
And you can bring your image. Apps. Galactic map that I plan to use, I'm going to drop in a chat I don't know if you can get it pulled up, or at least I can share it with y'all.
I could just go into your game.
That's true. Why don't you just do that, and I will.
Some fun spoilers for.
See if that's what the base map I have open.
Skunkworks?
Yeah.
The sneak peek behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. At the end, capping off this episode, you get to see one of the projects that we've been.
Perfect. That is the map that I have.
Okay.
That's the galactic map I'd like to use.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
And see what's hut space is all that stuff on the east.
The green?
Yeah. The green is all hut space.
It's a little different than mine.
It is. Everything is shifted in your map. Your stuff is shifted clockwise for the most part by about 10 to 15 degrees. So if you just imagine everything kind of rotated back a little bit, it's very similar.
I didn't mean the angle. I caught that. I mean the actual amount of hut space seems much larger
in this. Yeah. And that's what I wanted. And that's kind of why I wanted to play into it, is sort of like seeing this as the influence sphere that they had. And that, the rise and fall of Empire and everything else. Maybe the Empire shrank it because this map is technically a Order 66 timeframe map. But I figure also 10 years into the Republic, this may be the space that they also control there too, because they're weak.
You're the DM, man, but in your map, Kessel is under their control. On my map, Kessel is its own sector outside of their control. So if you will go to the source books, it'll actually say here's the map, which of course we can never find a page, and it'll give, like you said, it's a give a time frame. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You seen it here first. We're gonna be a bunch of fools running around hut space, dealing with the politics of contraband. There's Ryloth. Hey, Tatooine Geonosis, and well, looks like these guys are staring down. They're not playing video games. They're leveling their characters, and we will see you all next time.
To myself up because the emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the emperor say order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. But somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the emperor say order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no acquittal for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy.
Is he coming? 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 Is he coming back?
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the emperor say order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still.